NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
They run with Breida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bills.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Bills nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Allen. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Blake Cashman.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen will try again on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Allen again. He'll buy some time right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Second and 11. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now a timeout. He was 7 seconds left in the first half.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run again with Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now we give to Breida. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now, first down run with Jacobs going to be well-read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Chris Jones on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Patriots 17.
2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Bills.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. It's complete to Grant. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
24.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun now on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bills 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go. By 20.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.